Okay, so a quick recap. You guys have reached. Basically, you guys have reached the Frostbite Mountain, the tallest mountain in the island of Dragosha, where you guys fought and slayed the Stormclaw, lightning, what you call this golden blue dragon that has inhabited and taken its place on the foot and top of the snowy ice mountain. After slaying it, you guys found a cave that lead to an icy room, basically an icy room that is said to be where there is a female woman, a woman wearing this white Greek robes, frozen and crystallized in ice, basically, in the center of this room. You'll also find out that someone else went inside the this mountain, which is an Amazonian woman with a bow and quill of arrows on her back, and that she appears to be a so-called member of a secret guild that's said to have an important mission for God knows what. And you guys decided to stay in the foot of the mountain to continue your whatever plans you have in stored. With that being said, Venderte, Nar, and Margarana, you don't have cold resistance, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Let me double check.
I think I was the only one who didn't have any cold resistance.
Yeah, I think
except for me.
Yeah, but and I'm pretty sure Darella has, because I checked her sheet.
Yeah, her Dorella's dragon has cold resistance, so sure does she.
And so does Sheena. So
Yep, Sheena does ice breath, so that's why she's okay.
And I have Alpine Mountains as my terrain. So
does it provide you cold resistance?
It does. I think it just provides advantage throws, advantage saving throws.
Yeah, she gets advantage, but she doesn't have resistance.
Okay,
yeah.
So I would say, for the sake of this, all three of you will suffer exhaustion by the time you wake up the next day, considering you have to sleep in this frozen, icy climate of the mountain. Even though you're used to this temperature here, being exposed too much could potentially take its toll. So, all three of you, Vendete, Nar, and Margarana, you have exhaustion, and it can only be removed after a full night long rest for 8 hours straight. So you guys wake up, and by the time you woke up in this cave, the female woman with you guys is no longer with you guys.
Okay.
And you see tracks leading outside.
Well, as long as our stuff's not missing.
No. Her stuff, her belongings are all gone.
Okay, so she didn't steal our stuff.
No, she did not.
Good.
So you guys are currently in the Snowy Mountain. So what do you guys do?
Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take and stretch, try to warm my muscles a little bit, because of course I'm stiff from almost dying plus exhaustion, and go ahead and trot over to the woman frozen in ice.
So you see this golden brown haired female figure, human, pale skin, probably somewhere in her more or less early to mid 30s, wearing this white Greek like robes, and clasping her chest with two of her hands, this petite female, Yes, and her eyes close.
I just kind of look at everybody. I'm like, you probably know what's going to happen the moment we break this, right?
I'm thinking shattered limbs on her part. Ice is a cruel mistress.
Oh, definitely.
Certainly not something you want to get in there. We could try and thaw her.
Well, that's fair, but unfortunately my little flame trick only works when I'm just about to die. Don't know why that is. That's the way it does it. We need to do something, because unfortunately I don't think we're going to last too many more nights out in this cold.
It is brutal.
Yeah.
We should have built a fire last night, guys.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't bring tinder. And this is
there are no trees. You're on top of us.
Yeah, there are no trees up here.
So
it's just ice and rock.
What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use... Oh, what do I got? My shite. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my greatsword.
Which one?
I'm going to use the bone bludgeoning one.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of ram the end of it into the ice.
Okay. Roll 3 strength. Strength rolls, basically.
Okay. 3 strength checks with disadvantage due to exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, first one. That's... Okay, it was a 19 with disadvantage. It is a 8 plus 7, so that's 15.
Okay.
That was with the disadvantage.
Okay,
was 15.
roll the other 2.
Alright. Disadvantage for this one was a 15 plus 7, so that's math.
22.
22.
Yeah. The other one,
Yeah.
last one.
And that's... Yeah. And then that's a 9.
9. Okay, so you do... Chunks of ice does what you call remove every time you push through your blade, but is not budging. It is not moving, and it seems to be not doing much. What you call it doesn't seems to be damaging too much the ice. The ice here is about several feet thick. I would say about more or less 3 to 4 feet thick. And she is in the center of this gigantic, massive, icy spire in this middle of the room.
Alright, well, I mutter a curse in Orc. And I decide to go ahead and I'm going to start rolling attacks on the ice. Because I tried, like, gentle. Now I'm going to do not gentle.
Okay, if you keep doing this, you're going to suffer another exhaustion.
Alright.
Okay.
So
roll 3 more and see if it works.
Of course, I roll a nat 20 when I do that. So the disadvantage one for this one is 18 plus 7. So that's... Jeez, 8, 16, that's 25.
Okay, roll the second and third. See if you make progress.
Another nat 20, and then I rolled a 17 for my disadvantage. So that's 24.
Okay, roll the third one.
I rolled a 5 for my disadvantage in the last one, which is 7 plus 5, so it's 13. No, that's not right. That's 12.
12. Okay, so you're slowly making progress, but at this point, what you call, you've suffered another exhaustion, second level,
Yeah.
but just trying to thin the ice. It does take you more or less an hour just.
Nar, hold up there. I've got Flame Blade. I think that'll be more effective on this than just slowly chipping away at it.
And I just kind of look at her very slowly, and I'm like, you didn't think to offer that when I told you what I was going to do.
No, I didn't.
I just kind of put my thumb up and kind of walk past her.
Okay.
It's like, alright, tag in. Go for it.
Alright, my turn. Let's see if I can get any better. So I'm going to cast Flame Blade at first level, or second level, sorry, I have it at second level.
So, what you call, roll 3 strength checks.
Strength checks? Okay. 13.
Okay, second one.
21. And 10.
10. It is still you're making progress, but the ice is just too thick, basically. So you're removing bits and pieces of it, but this is taking too long. I would say at this moment I want Vendete, Nar, and Margarana to roll another what you call Constitution saving throw.
We didn't roll a Constitution saving for the first time, but yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because another hour has passed, basically.
So with disadvantage on that, that's 7 plus 7, so 14.
Okay, Margarana.
Oh, that's not right.
19.
Okay, Patricia, can you please roll for Carol?
What's the disadvantage?
So roll twice and take the lower number. I'm not sure if you have Carol's character sheet. That's the.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
What are we rolling for?
Constitution saving throw. So I don't know. Patricia doesn't know your Constitution modifier, basically. Your
Give me just a second. I'll send her my sheet.
okay, no worries, no worries.
Alright.
Well, she got a 9 on the roll.
She got a 9, and what? Let me know if you got her sheet.
Okay.
And then you just add her Constitution modifier, her Constitution, the plus.
Okay. My Constitution modifier is +2.
So that's what did you roll,
11.
Patricia? Okay, 11.
A 9.
Okay, so yeah, you still managed to what you call shiver away the cold, but it is slowly taking its toll. So you guys are fine for now, but you still have exhaustion.
So at this point, Nar's just kind of like, look, guys, not to be the bearer of bad news, but I lost quite a bit of blood, and it's starting to take my toll on my senses. We don't get off this mountain soon, I might not be able to take myself down.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not feeling so hot myself. It's cold.
So I think we know where this is at. We just have to come back. And
yes,
we'll bring
I'm a little better dressed.
yeah, we'll also have to bring better clothes. So, alright.
Maybe a game plan. Maybe some, I don't know, something to force this place to the ground.
we at least need to bring something that will allow us to melt ice at a quicker rate. It's unfortunately Sheena's still sleeping from our last encounter, so.
Sheena would say that if things comes to worse, you would lend her carpet to bring each and every down so you don't have to climb down the cave.
Yeah,
I mean the mountain.
Yeah, I volunteer that it's like I'm having trouble holding my swords, so me climbing down the mountain right now is not the best. So I'm going to volunteer to be the first taken down.
Okay, so yeah, if that were the case, she's gonna try to come back for the rest of you, slowly but surely.
Okay.
That works for me.
That sounds good. I could try and I could probably make it down the hill, up down the mountain, but it's cold.
Yeah, with the point of exhaustion each, your ability checks have been disadvantaged, so it's better not to risk falling down the mountain.
Exactly.
Agreed.
So what are you guys doing?
We're taking turns going down the mountain on the
Okay, so you guys hop to the mountain and you're now at the foot of the mountain. Where do you guys plan to head back?
We're going to go ahead and set up camp to get us warmed up and get this exhaustion put away, because I've got 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
So
currently it is still morning because you just woken up.
I'm going to gather a bit of dried... are there plants around, like dried sticks and stuff like that?
Roll perception.
Okay. At disadvantage due to the exhaustion?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, well, I rolled a 5, so I'm not going to be finding too much.
5, yeah. It's just barren snow, basically, and rock.
Okay.
So you don't see any trees.
I'll go ahead and try to use my ability real quick.
So once they come sit next to me and keep me warm.
Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. I would say the animals as well are not enjoying the weather, basically.
No.
No, Canute is all curled up in my backpack going, ugh.
Yeah, she's
up in
you feel a shiver on your chest, basically, Margrana.
Yep.
So, alright, what I go ahead and do is I use my Wanderer perk to go ahead and find enough food to feed everybody.
I mean, technically you still have the rabbit rations, basically, or the rabbit rations.
I'm gonna save those for my second day of rest, because I have to spend 2 full rests to cure my exhaustion.
Currently, Nar, you do not see any animals here.
Don't need animals. Like it says, it could be berries,
you don't
wild...
see any plants as well.
So there's nothing edible.
It's just snow from miles away, and the mountain.
I am going to conjure up and cast Goodberry, and I'm going to give 5 of those to Nar and hand out more to anyone who wants any.
Those only give a healing point, don't they?
Let me check and see if they do a healing point or if they count as a ration.
Yeah, go check.
The berry provides enough nutrients to sustain a creature for 1 day.
Okay, then...
Okay.
So each berry could technically, most likely, last you for a day.
Yeah, but the berries only last for 24 hours. Then they rot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, she summoned 5 good berries. We each eat one that's a day's worth of calories. And
I summon 10 at a time. I give whoever wants a good berry can have good berries.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I volunteer it, and I'm like, well, we just got down the mountain. It's morning. We should probably set up camp away from the snow. and then I will volunteer to snuggle up with Vendelfay.
So, you guys, currently it is 8 in the morning, so you guys are sleeping again?
No, I'm not sleeping in the snow.
No, I mean you guys are taking another long rest.
Not in the snow.
Yeah, okay.
No, we're just recollecting ourselves a little bit. That where the air is not quite as thin.
Okay,
Because
so
we did not understand that the base of the mountain is also covered in snow.
So you guys travel and you start to reach the Edenovian Plains, which is technically has less snow, and you slowly but surely feel the warmth of the sun.
Okay.
Oh, that feels so good.
Yeah.
Well, now that I can see actual plants and trees and stuff, I'm going to go ahead now. Going to try to make a fire.
There are no plants basically, so these are just plains. So it's just grass.
There's no grasses or anything we can set fire to.
There are just grass, but no trees, no plants, other than grass.
So if we got grass, then we have kindling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 of my torches out of my bag, which are kindling, and use those to make a fire, and use the grass to get it started.
Yeah, easily done.
So,
you managed to start the campfire.
So I make up a Torah buff fire, and then I volunteer. It's like, okay, so level of warming up, what would be considered appropriate for everybody, because I'm not bashful.
Well, I know these boots are way too soaked from the snow. I'm gonna get these dried out over the fire.
Okay, well, I also strip down to nothing.
How about you, Vendete? What you were saying, Vendete? How about the other two, Vendete and Darella? What about you guys?
Darella, what are you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, so she's good.
How about you, Vendete?
She's not cold.
Oh yeah, Darella is not cold. How about you, Vendete? Currently, your clothes are soaking wet with ice, basically.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to be carried down the mountain.
Oh no,
we're already down the mountain.
Yeah, you're currently in a warm area, basically. So you're in
we set up a fire. People are stripping down to nothing to get warm around the fire.
Yeah, with their
well, I'm gonna
did
swap
anyway.
my traveling clothes for the fancy outfit I have in my pack while my other one dries, just because it's a little warmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nard, trying to be a gentleman, goes ahead and pulls up his coat as a changing curtain if needed.
Awesome.
So, but Nard does not actually have any clothes except for what he's got. So he just goes ahead and hangs those up next to the fire, and wraps himself in his bedroll because that's really the only other thing he has to cover himself. And says, once again, I offer, if no one is bashful, I will snuggle up to warm. But if that is a little too extreme, I understand.
Now, come on over and sit next to me. I need warmth.
Okay, I wrap you up in my blanket.
Okay.
And like you said, it's like I warned you. I am naked under this thing.
Don't worry, I won't look and I won't touch.
It doesn't bother me either way.
Okay, so you guys stay in camp in the Denovian Plains. How are you guys taking a long rest or a short rest?
I'm gonna take a long rest. I just snuggle up to her.
Okay.
With the fire going.
So remove exhaustion. So you guys don't have disadvantage anymore. Nor you still have one.
I've got 1 exhaustion now, not 2.
Yeah. So the rest of you are fine. And the temperature is a bit warm compared to from where you guys came from. And at this time, it is currently 8 in the evening because you guys sleep in the morning.
Alright. Ready to bed down for the night if you guys want. I'm sure that everybody's dry and taken care of, but I'm not too worried either way.
Yeah, I feel like traveling too far in this wasteland is not the smartest.
Not during the
at night, at least.
So
You may have killed off the queen, but
her babies are running around, and
her babies are still parties at night, I'm certain.
we also don't know if they have the ability to make new queens out of the drones.
Now that would be an interesting study.
It would be.
The
I've heard some more torches on the fire.
cycle, and reproduction of demons. I think I have an idea for a book.
Nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and conk out again. Once again, if anybody wants to snuggle up, not bashful. And he rolls over and goes to sleep.
I want what you call what's your passive perception? Oh, Patricia disappeared.
That's not good.
Carol, I think your mom's connection went out for some reason. Who has the highest perception? I don't know. I think. What's her passive perception?
My passive
13.
perception's 14.
Okay, how about you, Nar?
13.
13. Vendete, what's your passive perception?
Patricia's back.
I lost signal for a minute.
Okay. Darella, what's your passive perception as well?
My what?
Passive perception.
Passive perception is 15.
15.
Fair.
And Vendelte, what's your passive perception?
Hers is passive perception.
Mine is 16.
16. Okay, so I would say Sheena and Vendelte will be seeing this. You guys see an airship basically flying from the mountain away and heading back to the city's location. And it is seemed to be carrying something in nets, basically hanging in nets.
God damn it.
What am I seeing? I missed that. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So you see an airship, basically, like the one dropping supplies, flying about above you guys from the mountain, from where you guys came from, where you slain the dragon, and it seemed to be carrying what appears to be something big with nets, using nets hanging from its side of this.
They're claiming our kill.
So I'm going to send Kohaku up to investigate, and if she would be so kind,
Okay.
she could speak to my birdie.
Okay. So I would say
We also have a druid that can wild shape.
Patricia,
Fly up.
roll a d20 and add
Okay.
add 2 to the result, basically. Okay.
Okay. 16.
16. What you call the eagle flies overhead of this flying vessel or vehicle and heads back to you guys, and it mentions that its beak is pointing to the mountain and then pointing to the ship. So you're guessing that whatever you killed is now being taken by the ship.
Like I said, someone's claiming our kill.
Man, how did they even find out?
Oh, it's easy. The Amazon squealed.
I didn't like her.
That's okay. We can just start saying that she's one of those people and she can get killed.
Well, we still have the skin from the head, which means we were clearly there before they were.
It's our word versus somebody else's, especially if they're royalty. If somebody who's royalty did it, we're not getting anything. They'll just be like, hey, you stole that off of my kill. And then in that case, I will fight to the death until there's nothing left.
Never trust someone that wears just a bra to a snowstorm.
So you guys take a long rest as the next day approach, and
Oh, that's okay. That means that we have 15 feet of dragon leather.
Yeah,
and
that we do.
you guys are currently yeah, it's the next day approach. All the exhaustion point, including Nars, gone. So yeah, what do you guys do as it is currently the next day?
We head to the gate to claim our bounty if it's still
Yep.
available. And call out somebody a liar if it isn't.
Okay, so you guys, I would say for the sake of remedy, you guys approach the city walls.
Okay.
And the gates does open. You do see that that there is a huge airship landed, basically on the side of this office where you guys posted the note where Margarana was looking for her sister. Also, waiting for you guys on the other side of the wall is Karim on the cart, sitting there with a piece of hay on her mouth. Oh, you guys are back! Thank God, I was worried that you guys died.
It takes a lot more than that to kill us.
Oh, don't kid yourself. I almost died. But,
And you promised me the time you get back, you will give me a dragon scale. So where's my dragon scale?
now, did we promise that? Let's see.
You
Oh,
promised.
yeah, we did. We did. If we killed the dragon, I said you'd have a scale off of that. So
Oh,
yes,
you
we
killed
have
the
dragon
dragon.
scale.
Where's the scale then?
Oh, well, Sheena has it.
Did Sheena gather some scales?
Yep, she did. She wanted to make another set of armor.
Unfortunately, I don't... Okay, so I would say for the sake of this, Sheena would give her one. I don't know
Okay.
how many she has.
So I motioned to Kareem. I'm like, so the airship. I'm guessing it took our kill down.
Oh yeah, did you notice they said that they managed to kill a dragon from the mountain on the other end of the island. That's really cool.
All right, let's go ahead.
They
And
were
confront
carrying
these
it with
liars.
just big nets.
Let's confront these liars.
Oh, by the way, the elder wants to see you. He has some good news. Are you sure you don't want to head back to the city yet?
Nope.
Okay, I'll wait here, I guess. Don't get yourselves in trouble. And he just sits there.
No promises. So Nara goes ahead and heads to the office.
Okay, he heads to the office, and there is a commotion as you see a bunch of armored suits or guards in uniforms, what appears to be surrounding. There's a crowd basically going on inside, as if whatever happened is, is spreading like forest fire inside this area.
Okay. And I just go ahead and shout out loud. It's like, oh good! They brought our kill down.
I would say some of the people look at you, but most of them are just too eager finding out what's going on, basically.
Okay.
You do hear from time to time there are gossips, the people talking within themselves saying, "Did you hear it? She managed to kill one again." Something like that.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Lets me know.
So, alright. I push to the front.
Okay, you start pushing around, and basically you start to push around, and the crowd is basically on the foot of the stairs that leads to the second floor, and they're just people basically.
Alright. So, I go ahead and say, where's the captain of the guard?
Who are you asking? The
I'm shouting out loud.
No one even bothered to listen to you. They're just focused and intent on what's going on, basically.
So where's
So your
the...
yell is being covered and surrounded by other people talking.
Dorella, make your voice louder. Make us heard.
Okay.
What do you do, Darrell?
I am going to cast. I can't even pronounce it.
I think
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it is. And
yeah.
I will make my voice 3 times louder.
Okay, so I would say let me check. One moment. Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy is cantrip. Okay, that's good. So it's a cantrip, so you don't need the spell slot for that. So yeah, a few people look back at you, Darella, as you what you call yell.
Okay.
And they look quizzing. They give you quizzical looks.
Okay, so we're like looking for the captain of the guard. We have a bounty to claim.
You captain of the ship, or you mean the general of this office?
The person who hands out money when we go ahead and claim bounties, because we have to claim a bounty on a dragon.
Currently they're busy. Haven't you heard? One of the best hunters in the city managed to find one and hunt one down.
Yes, she successfully watched us kill it and then told them where it was so they could take it down. Because I happen to know that she is a coward and a liar.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage. No. Yeah, roll it.
Actually, it's the truth, because we did kill it.
Yeah, but roll persuasion either way.
21.
21. Oh, really? You might want to talk to the person who claimed that, because she's probably getting the reward by now. But sure, what if you say so, pal. And they just, continue what they were doing, talking amongst themselves.
Alright, well, we push towards the office to claim.
Okay, as you push through, you reach the second floor. There are guards guarding this double wooden oak door.
So, I go ahead and say it's like, we have a bounty to claim on a killed dragon.
Wait for your turn.
That's great. But I'm pretty sure someone's trying to claim that bounty that didn't actually kill it.
That's my problem. Wait for your turn.
Oh, I know it is. It's too bad that this platinum is making my pocket so heavy. Could you help me by taking some of this platinum off my hands? And going on a break?
Roll persuasion again with disadvantage.
Let's see, with disadvantage, that is a 17.
17. He goes, wait for your turn. And I wouldn't be bribing the guard if I were you.
Oh, well. I guess Dragosha has a different standard.
So, you guys waited for 20 minutes. You do hear mumbling talking there, basically. And then,
Can I try to sneak around just to go listen in to what's being said?
No, the guards have
you're currently out in the open, so sneaking around is gonna be hard because the doors are closed and there are 2 guards standing on each side of the door, basically.
Okay.
So if you sneak in, they'll still see you, even with your stealth, because you're sneaking in front of them, basically. So I guess you guys waited, unless you're about to...
well, we don't have a choice.
We could just barge in anyway.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
That's gonna make us look bad, and we need to look presentable to prove that
we will save looking bad.
That's right. She's not getting out without passing us anyway.
No, she's gonna do what she's gonna do. It's one of those things that she's already proven that she probably didn't even kill the first one. She's just really good at taking credit for what other people do. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and be I'm gonna have fun with this. So I take the necklace out of my pocket and put it on like I'm a member of her society.
Oh, what you call the Harper's Amulet. Okay, so you see Nar pull out what you call
the necklace, and I
yeah.
just put it on my
When
neck.
you just see Nar put out the necklace of your mentor, and then put it in your head, basically.
I'm not sure where he's going with it, but I'm gonna follow suit and put mine on too.
Yep, and I just kind of look at you and I say in Elven, let's go ahead and give her the Harper welcome.
Okay, so you guys wait for 20 minutes.
Plan to me.
Do you guys barge in or are you waiting?
Well, can't really barge in because of the guards, and
Okay.
they're just standing there going, wait your turn, wait your turn. And I was told not to practice orcish diplomacy, so I'm not going to practice orcish diplomacy.
Okay, so you guys waited for 20 minutes or so, and then as the...
While this is going on, put on the necklace, pull out the cape from my bag of holding,
Uh-huh.
and I start unrolling it.
Okay, so you guys waited for 20 minutes or so, and then, one moment. So you guys waited for 20 minutes, and then the doors, what you call, open, and you see, what you call, the Amazonian woman comes out.
And I just go ahead and say, hello, fellow Harper, how are you?
She raises an eyebrow looking at you, Nar, and then the rest of you guys, and then sees the necklace and says, oh great, the idiots are back.
Yep, and we are here to claim the bounty that you tried to claim.
I don't remember doing that.
Well, I know you don't, because you're a coward and a liar.
A
And
coward.
a terrible thief. You forgot the cape.
Just dangling that up in the air. So I'm pretty sure they're going to ask how you peeled the face off of this thing with an arrow, and somehow forgot it.
Well, technically, you can definitely try to convince the one in charge, but it's not gonna be easy.
That's fine. But
Good luck, though. And she
that's fine.
walks
I'm
away.
sure I punch her in the face.
Oh, you punch her in the face! Okay, roll attack.
Nat 20
Oh,
plus 7.
oh god. So you punch her in the face.
And she flies.
So you guys, wow. So this happened. Okay, so you see Nar just Glock basically with her fist. This Amazonian woman that you guys currently met at the woods. It does send her. It does send her to the floor. She spits basically. Blood.
11 damage.
She spits basically, and she's holding her cheek.
And I just go ahead and I kind of laugh and walk into the office. Just don't even give her a second look.
Okay, how about the rest of you? Are you guys following Nar?
Following Nar with a little smirk on my face, but I'm leaving Kohaku outside.
Okay.
Keep an eye on her. I just want to see what she's up to.
I
Kohaku.
spit
Okay.
on the floor and mutter a curse under my breath and follow you guys inside.
Okay, how about you, Darella?
I'll just stay outside and watch her and try to intimidate her. Tell her not to move.
Roll intimidation check. What you call Darella?
Okay, I got 20,
20?
15 plus 5.
20. Okay. Okay, so you guys entered this office, basically this, what you call, square office that has windows on the other end, and some of you enter this, there are bookshelves lining out and medals hanging on the walls, as well as what appears to be what you call those animal heads. I forget what they're called. What you call those different skulls hanging, different skulls of animals and creatures from the wild that
Like
are
trophies on the wall?
like animal head trophies on the wall, basically hanging on the wall. And there are red curtains, and in the center of this room there are two couches on each side, and there's a circular red carpet that has the logo of the Empire, or the Dragosian flag, the dragon head, basically. And there's a wooden oak table, a red velvet chair, and what you call sitting in it is a young man, probably on his late 20s, probably early to late 20s. You see this, what you call, basically you see this guy.
So you see that guy.
And unlike the other soldiers that you pass through, this one has what you call as a dark wearing a dark blue uniform that has the crest, a golden crest of the or the sigil of the Empire. And basically what you call, he looks well dressed, as if he is a more person with authority and more power. Just busy writing papers.
Okay. So, after coming in, I say, I am to assume that you're the one in charge, sir?
Don't tell me you came all the way here just to ask that stupid question.
No, I'm here to claim a stupid reward.
And what reward might this be?
And I unroll all 15 feet of the dragon leather cape and say, we have killed the Stormclaw.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage with evidence, wow.
Yep.
That... oh wow, that's lucky. I rolled 2 14s in a row. That is 17.
17. He thinks for a moment, he looks at it and says, "It's funny. The person who came here before you guys told me that she killed it and a bunch of people stole the skin out of the thing's head."
Actually, it's the... you see...
It would be kind of hard to steal the skin off of something that's flying so high in the air.
Especially since if she was such a skilled hunter, we wouldn't have been able to get near it.
Well, clearly, you outnumbered her. There was one of her and a few of you. And she didn't have a choice but to cooperate.
We really wanted to steal her kill. We could have left her dead on that mountaintop just as easily as we left that dragon.
Oh. Well, it's also one of those things that the woman actually doesn't have any actual skills. She came up and saw we had killed it and decided instead to try to threaten our lives for it, and when that didn't work because we had numbers, she went down the mountain in the morning to go ahead and inform an airship to go get the carcass because we couldn't carry the rest of it down. You'll probably notice that it's been picked clean pretty good. You will also notice that if we had a hasty retreat, we would not have expertly been able to take the entire top off of the skull of this creature.
Sir, looking around at your taxidermy here, I'm certain that you know the skin comes off before the skeleton can be removed. We were there first.
Well, what she told me was by the time she went somewhere to signal the ship, and by the time she had back, she saw 6 figures moving away, and she couldn't go after them because she was outnumbered, and the skin of the skull was gone.
Well,
she did tell me one thing, that she did leave some money for you guys.
She didn't leave us anything.
Oh no, she told me to leave money for you guys as part of the reward. She didn't take all of it.
I just kind of stretch, and I say, we deserve all of that reward because we did the work.
Well, you have to talk. You have to talk that to her, considering she has the money and she did told me that she got the kill. So unless you guys have some sort of agreement, then maybe.
Oh, I already believe that she thoroughly told you.
Although I wouldn't, what you call, I wouldn't, you know, try to mess with her because she is a princess.
Oh, well that's okay, because I just decked her.
Spoiled one.
Wait, what? You...
Yes.
He face palms as soon as he said that. Okay.
So that's why we're not going to be able to talk to her, because she's probably going to be drinking beverages through a straw for a little bit.
Okay. As this is going on, Darella, at this time, what you call, at this time, the Amazonian woman has completely stand up, still rubbing her cheek from a Nars punch, and says to you, "You have quite interesting friends, but not too scary enough."
I just chuckle. And it's
No, this is happening outside. So this is happening outside, you guys. So the door is closed.
Yep, so we don't hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So only Darella hears this, basically. So Darella, this female figure is talking to you, basically.
Okay, scary or not, care to join us in the other room?
As much as what you call, I want to join, I don't want to get glockened by that Nar again. As much as I enjoy fighting, getting hit in the face twice is not going to be fun for me.
He won't hit you again as long as you're honest.
Roll persuasion.
15?
Nah, I don't feel like being honest today, unfortunately. But I can definitely tell you I did not took all the money for the reward for the kill. If that makes you feel better.
No, it doesn't, because you took credit for something you didn't do.
Fine. She opens the door, and I'm guessing you followed her?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you guys are talking, Darella and this figure now approach, opens the door, and goes in with you guys. Oh, Satara, there you are. The people who told me that stole your kill are currently here and are telling me another conflicting story. They did not stole my kill. It was the other way around. I stole theirs. She raises both of her hands. There. Happy?
Sure. Hand over the payment, and then we can go ahead and exchange the final point of Ochre's diplomacy, since this has been made.
Roll persuasion.
Alright. That is a 19.
Well, you may have the kill, but I was the first one to deliver it to here, so
Well,
technically,
actually,
I still get the reward.
Did you fly the ship?
Well, no, I have a crew fly the ship for me.
Yes, you had a crew fly the ship for you, so the crew actually delivered it, not you.
Well, technically, it was my official order from him. He points at the general to slay the thing. You just got there first, and you took the kill, but still, I managed to deliver it before you. So,
perhaps we can pay you an official delivery fee.
roll persuasion check, Margarana.
Hold on. Oh, I have advantage on persuade. Oh, do I have advantage against her?
Nope. Just roll.
No,
straight.
no. Yeah, she's not a dwarf. Okay.
Oh yeah, she is she's elven.
She's elf. I noticed on my thing advantage written on persuasion. I was like, wait, why? And I was like, oh yeah, it's against dwarves. 14.
14, she goes, that depends on the price. What price do you have in mind then? You have to understand, I'm not only paying, you're not only paying for myself, you're also paying for the crew. Because they
How
did.
How much is the reward?
He looks at the general and says, well, it's 500,000 gold.
So 500,000 gold pieces. So, which means that if she only took part of the reward, whatever's left can go to her if we get the kill.
How about this? I take 100,000. You gave the 200,000 to the ship, and you take the other 200,000. Sounds fair enough for you?
No.
Like I
that's
said,
not even a full reward. So you took, I'm guessing 300,000 and left us 200.
well, technically I only took 100. The other 200 is going to the ship. Because they have to carry that thing to here. So technically the money doesn't go to me. It goes to the people carrying the ship. Which is technically in charge, technically the one owned by the person sitting right across you. He points at the general.
Okay, well, since we're at a disagreement again, I said, alright, it's your turn. I lean forward and say, now you need to hit me.
No, I don't hit weaklings, unfortunately.
I just have my face extended. It's like, so you're not going to punch me.
She pats you on the head. You're
Okay,
cute.
well that was your blow. And I leaned back and I said, alright, so that was her exchange. Now it's my turn.
Although, I
And-
would say that the next time you would do that, I will make sure that you get locked in the cell.
Locked in the cell? Is there only one?
Oh no, it's gonna be a different cell, unlike the other cells in this place.
Cool.
Not to mention, I would advise you to be discreet, and she slowly points at the amulet that you two are wearing, Vendette and Nar.
Well, we decided that since you really don't have any honor, we weren't going to honor our agreement earlier either.
I mean, I did. It's not for my own safety. It's on you.
That's true. But I mean, the more we say that Princess so-and-so is a harper out loud in public, eventually someone's going to hear.
Well, beats me. It's not my problem if you guys get killed anyway. So.
Well, then they'll come after you because they'll know you're a harper.
Ruin her overly wonderful reputation. I'd hate to go to the nearest tavern and start spouting about what a liar and a coward she is.
Very funny. She looks at you, Vendette, and just gives you a smirk. But that's what I have in store for you. I take 100, you take 200. The 200 goes to the ship.
So you only took 100 and there's 400 left.
Yeah.
And guard is clearly on your payroll, so he's not going to...
well, technically they're not on my payroll. They're the Empire's payroll, but it does cost a lot of gold to bring the dragon here. So
it sounds like we're the ones that need to negotiate that price with them. Because you've already taken liberties with the kill, because I'm sure you didn't even kill the other one. It was just kind of one of those things that you had...
Oh, trust me, I did kill the other one, because I took the other one with me. That whole thing with me. You were just lucky enough to get there first.
I will say it again. I can't believe anything you say.
You don't have to. Because you don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. There's always a choice. I mean, I had a choice earlier, and I made it. And
yeah, that was pretty cute of you. But like I said, you do that again, and I'll make sure you will be in for a time of your life.
A lifetime of my life, and I just go ahead and tell her, it's like, I really don't have anything to lose. So we can just continue to debate this back and forth all day, but I'm sure that...
Are you
this
sure?
gentleman-
So you don't care what happens to your friends?
Oh, so you would take it out on my friends because you
Well,
can't take
clearly, we don't know about that.
it- I don't know about what.
You did say that you have nothing to lose. It wasn't me who mentioned that now. Did I?
Well, I did. I mean, they will lose things, but it's one of those things that we have an interesting situation.
If you say so. She throws the bags and that's the 400,000 gold. Or should I say, not really, that's the 350,000 gold. Because technically I left the 50,000 gold for you guys. As a sign of trust, but I guess that's completely gone. So, I have 100,000 gold with me. She points at the bag. That's the rest of it.
So there's only 300 gold there.
350,000 gold. So it's
Okay,
a huge bag. It's a sack.
So
technically.
there's 50 with him. You took 100. So we'll take 400. You'll take 100. You'll go ahead and keep with your tea fancy cakes and whatever else princess things you do. And
Sure.
Make sure you don't break a nail.
or two.
Oh, funny. She turns
And
around and walks, not even listening to all of you guys, and leaves.
And I just say in Elven, the one that leaves the table first has the most lies.
She gives you a middle finger as she leaves the room. And then she walks away and leaves.
I just laugh. So,
The general is looking at you guys, just what transpired in front of him. Alright, so...
I go ahead and I crack my knuckles, and I say, so things happened today.
Yeah,
and I go ahead.
You have the money, you still have to pay for the ship. Considering it's your kill, you still have to pay for the ship for taking the dragon here, which is 200,000 gold.
But here's the problem. We didn't call for the ship, she did.
Well, that's not my problem. It's here now. So either way, you still have to pay for the ship.
Charge her empire because she's the one that actually charged for the ship.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be harder for me to do. What did you say, Vendette? What did you say?
I said she did walk away with 100,000 gold, so she could easily use that to pay the people she hired for the kills she didn't do.
The general, the person looks at you and says, like I said, you're not only paying for the crew, you're paying for the ship. So, either way...
So you're expecting us to pay for the theft of something that was ours?
Yeah, unfortunately, you bring... Whether you have an agreement or not, you have to pay for it. Because technically, you killed the thing, you brought the thing here, even though you did not. So,
but
technically the money is to you.
She lied, and she's the one that called for
Yes,
the ship.
but she's royalty, and the Empire is not going to go ahead and test that boundary because royalty knows they can get away with things.
Well, not me. I'm only doing what I'm told to do, which is technically you brought something big, or technically you did not, but still, it is now here, and the crew promised that they'll get the payment. So...
How about this? We give 100,000, and she gives her 100,000 back, and you get it from her.
You have to find her then, because the captain of the ship is currently waiting outside, and the last thing I want is to have another problem of you guys punching each other's faces in front of my office.
Can I sneak out of the room and follow her and try to steal it off of her?
As you leave the room, she is nowhere to be seen.
She's gone.
Yeah.
No. She's gone. She's going to be...
roll perception as you go outside. Vendette. So, what you call... Patricia, roll a d20 and add... what's her perception modifier?
You got that 20.
Oh, that 20?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, that's good. Did not expect that. So, you do see, about several feet, about 100 or so feet from you, you see a cart moving away. what you call a cart moving away with her, basically, and it is leaving your direction. You could try to catch up with her, but it's gonna be hard considering she's on a cart.
Because why?
What you call she's more or less 100 or so feet from.
Okay. Well, I am just going to have Kohaku follow and let me know where it is she's going, and I'll just follow in that general direction and wait for her to stop.
Okay. Purple rolls. So
now here's something we didn't think about. So we had to take the kill down. If we're paying for the kill down, that means the kill's still ours. All of it. So if we pay 200,000, that whole thing is ours. We can use every last bone and what the meat's left for our own devices.
How about this? Considering you're not paying the captain, you can talk to the captain of the ship and convince him either way. And depending on what you guys have agreement on, it's either you talk to him and convince him that whatever reward or payment you're gonna give him, otherwise we can't pay you if there's gonna be an issue.
I say we pay him since I'm going to attempt to steal that money from her anyway.
Oh, you head back? You head back, Vendette? Do you head back? Because currently you're outside.
No, I'm outside. I'm following her.
Oh, you're following her. Okay.
You're following the ship?
I'm following the cart.
Yeah, the cart. He's in the cart, basically. What you call roll stealth.
No.
So roll d20. And add her stealth modifier.
Okay.
Sorry, what is it?
Fire is 10, so she's got 19.
19, okay. So, Vendetta is following the cart, so Vendetta is nowhere near you guys. So yeah, that's what the general told you guys. So what are you guys gonna do?
So, this is what I'm planning on doing. I'm looking at everybody, it's like...
I say we talk to the captain of the ship and explain the situation to him. Hopefully he's reasonable. However, I would like documentation stating that this kill was ours.
So, that's already been established, but here's what I'm thinking, guys. And this is with the intelligence of 18 talking. We're not getting out of this room with all this money. That's been established. The Little Miss Priss Pants has set up so that we're not getting all this money. So here's the thing. They needed proof of the kill. They didn't say anything about what we had to do with the kill, right? And there's a whole lot of things there. So what I'm thinking about doing is this. We go ahead and increase their amount to 250,000. And we have a small group of them break down the bones and the leather, and then we take that, because that's what they're being paid to do. And then we have all of that stuff to make mighty fine weapons from. And leather.
Unfortunately, the dragon is now the property of the Dragosian Empire. The general intervenes, you guys.
Well, if it's the Dracosian Empire can pay to hold around wherever the Dracosian Empire wants to. Not me.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's a bounty for... We're the one paying you. So it's the bounty for killing the dragon. And once it's taken back, it is currently now in possession of the Dragosian Empire. You get the money.
You're right.
You get the money, which is technically you still have it. What agreement do you have with the other female figure? That is not my concern. Like I said, I'm just here doing my business.
Well, so 350,000 right here on the floor.
And there's 50,000 waiting for you, which she apparently leave you guys. So that's 400.
I'm not surprised about that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is this. I take the cape, roll it back up, and throw it in my bag of colding. That wasn't hauled by your group. So we don't have to technically include that. So we're going to keep that. And we're going to do this. We are going to take, and we want to leave the entirety of the bounty, but you're going to use a dry airship to carry us back up the mountain and carry something else down.
You're not taking the bounty, and you want us to do what?
The bounty will pay for this. We want to be taken back. Clearly, the airships can get back up to the mountain top to go ahead and do this. So we're going to go back up, and we have a statuette that needs to come down.
A statue. You want an airship to carry a statue.
But you carried a dragon. And
Yeah,
we don't want to
we carry a dragon,
up.
but a statue, you want a ship to fly back there to carry a statue.
It's not just any statue. It's a goddess stuck in ice.
A goddess statue stuck in ice.
Yes, we found a dead goddess at the top of the mountain.
And why do you want to bring it back here?
Because with that cold temperature, we're not going to be able to actually break it down up there. So we're going to have you guys airship us back up there and carry that down again. And then this way, that's already been paid for because we've given you the entirety of the reward. And we got this goddess down so that she can be paid proper homage.
Well, you can. So you're paying all the 400,000 gold.
Well, it was 200,000 to the crew to carry the dragon down, so it'd be 200 more to make a trip up, carry something down and back, right?
Well, you have to talk to the captain.
Of course. So I go ahead. I ask for the extra 50,000.
Okay, he hands it to you.
Take the 400,000, and I go and talk. I'm going to say it's like so. Does that sound like a good plan to you guys? Because we have to get that heart.
Well, I don't want to go back up there, although I could really use the gold.
The gold would be nice, and I will make it worth your while. Trust me.
Okay.
So you guys head down there. Vendetta is not with you. She is currently following.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
So you're still following the heart.
I'm going to go ahead and talk to the captain of the ship. Say, hey, Captain, what's up?
As you approach the ship, you see surprisingly the captain is a dwarf, basically.
Oh boy!
Oh,
and you see
We're
this
friends now.
gold reddish brown beard with braids on its sides and what appears to be wearing this crooked black pirate hat. What you call one of his hand is a hook and he has a peggy leg as one of its legs, wearing this reddish robes. And they say, wait, who are you?
I greet him in fluent Dwarven.
Somebody who understands dwarf. He speaks in dwarf. Unless you guys understand dwarf, you guys do not. Okay, how about you, Dorella? Do you understand dwarvish?
No.
No, so he just goes, "Ukanye." Yes, yeah. Something like that.
Now I'm like, is Jeff with Eklifta?
Yeah, so you're talking in some
we're all the three of us are talking in Dwarvish.
Yeah. So, can I help you folks?
Yes, my compatriot over here in the furs had a proposition for you.
Yes.
Okay, currently we're still waiting for the reward for the payment for the Elder package, and then we'll talk to you once we get the payment.
Unfortunately, my dear friend, you have been deceived. Exhonored Captain The person who hired you to bring this back down was not the one who killed it.
Okay.
So you are awaiting payment from us.
Oh, good. As long as I get the money, I don't care where it comes from.
So, Mogorana, should we tell him how he can double down this money?
How would you like to make more money?
I mean, more money is good. What do you have in mind?
Well, you see, there's something else that's up the mountain, kind of similar to this, that could really be used to be brought back down the mountain.
Is it another dragon, perhaps?
It is not another dragon.
Much lighter.
Much smaller. Easier to carry. In fact,
Okay.
I don't even think you'll need the nets.
It's actually almost more precious. But for that, we'd be willing to double the payment that you were promised.
Double, you say. And what is this item, perhaps?
It will be a woman trapped in a giant icicle atop the mountain.
Why do you want an airship to carry a frozen corpse?
Oh, well, the reason for that is that yours truly, there's a sentimental value to this. You see, this is a goddess of a distant religion, and we want to make sure that she is interred properly to her followers. So we were going to go ahead.
You want me to carry a frozen corpse of a goddess? Why would I want to do that? For all I know, that thing could be cursed. And for all I know, that thing could be angered by the time we take it off its resting place.
Well, that's what we offered.
The last thing I want is to have a snowstorm going in the ship.
Well, that's why it's doubled down. I mean, 400,000 gold. That's quite a bit of gold.
Roll persuasion, Nar.
That 19.
19. I'll take it for 450,000 gold. Like I said, we all do respect you're carrying something more dangerous than the dragon corpse, a goddess. And the last thing I want is to have an angered goddess on my ship and destroy my ship with whatever powers that goddess has. I'm just looking out for my crew and my ship. So if we have a deal, then we can make it work.
So how much is this bar of platinum?
One platinum is 10 gold.
No, one bar. Platinum bar.
A platinum
Yeah,
bar. Oh yeah,
The
you have the bars. So one moment. That's actually smart. What do you call it? One moment. I have to look at that up. So corpses. So you mean the ores basically? So the ores are. Where is it? So each ore is 100 platinum. Each ore.
Okay, well, that's the case. I have 5 ores left for myself. I just say go ahead and keep those.
So how many ores do you have, Nar?
I have 5.
So that's
5
I
left.
still have the one that you gave me. I can
Nope.
throw that one.
Save that. This is my...
so.
I
By the
made
way,
this-
you need 450,000 gold pieces.
Yes. So if each gold piece is... So that means it's only 5,000 gold.
Yeah. Each ore is 100 platinum.
Well, if each one's 100 platinum, so it's 1,000 gold each. So each one's that, so... Tell you what, Captain. 400,000, and we tell you where the burial place is for a massive forgotten shipment of platinum and gold we buried out in the wastes.
We all do respect. It's payment now, or you do not get. We don't have to go
exactly.
back there.
400,000 now, and the platinum's out there. I will even show you on the map.
Roll persuasion.
Can I get a assist with this?
Absolutely.
Okay, roll. How are you gonna persuade Morgan? How are you gonna persuade the captain? What are you gonna say before we roll with advantage? Because you have to say something.
You have to say, because you have that belt that makes you more persuasive to dwarves.
Exalted Captain, you and I both know the love of the deep earth and its precious minerals. Aren't you just the slightest bit intrigued about where all of this platinum ore is coming from?
Well, how about this? Okay, roll persuasion, basically. With advantage now.
Okay, with advantage.
So...
19.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Nara rolls
no, you, Morgan, are you.
Okay,
Morgana
19.
Okay.
That's with the advantage.
You get to roll again, and you get to keep the highest.
Yep.
Okay, so he goes, alright, so... You give us 400,000 gold now.
Yes. And then we give you the direct. We give you on a map.
How about 425,000?
Okay, but for 425,000, after we pick up the statue or on our way to, we stop, pick up
the ores, and then
pick up the ores, and half goes to you and your crew. Well, and half goes to us. How about 75 to you and your crew, and 25 to us?
That wasn't part of the deals. As long as you pay me 450,000 gold, you get what you're looking for. And we take it with you. Or you give us 425,000 now. We get to the mountain, get what you need, then head back to wherever you said you buried this platinum. We take it with us, which is now belongs to me and my crew, and then we bring you back to the city.
So we don't have 425. So this is what we're going to do instead. We will pay you what you were owed for 200.
Okay.
And for another 100,000, you give us a ride back to the top.
That's going to be another 200,000, my friend.
No, 200,000 was round trip. So 100,000 would be just for you to drop us off and leave us.
He thinks for a moment. He scratches his beard as he's thinking. I'll go with 300,000.
Okay. And I extend my palm to shake.
Okay, he shakes. He shakes your hand.
I go ahead and give him the 300. I give the 100 to Morgana and say, divvy this up amongst everybody else. I've already spent my share.
Okay.
And
so there's 4 of you, so I'm guessing each of you has 50,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait.
It would be 25.
It would be 25,000. Still a lot of money.
25,000 each.
So I'm guessing Darella has Vendelte's share because Vendete is still following that cart.
Yep. So I go ahead and I said, like, yep, I'm forsaking my share because I've made this deal. This is my burden to take.
Are you sure you don't want the 425,000? If you're carrying a goddess statue? Although I don't want to carry it.
You're not going to be carrying it. That's the thing. And you've already stressed how... you already stressed the risks. We're not going to put you through that. But we are going to go ahead and make that deal. So go ahead and finish up with the dragon. We're going to go ahead and get some warm clothes real quick. Be back. And you can take us up.
Sure. You give it you give the 300,000?
I give him the 300,000, shake on it, and tell him, give us 2 hours.
Actually, Sheena has 28,000 gold pieces. So that's... So technically, you guys have enough money.
I'm not... Yes, but I'm not going to...
Yeah, if only Katie was here, that would.
So I'm just going to say that the 3,000. I think the 300,000 would be a safe bet.
Yeah.
And so I go ahead, say that, and give him the 300,000. The 100,000 gets divvied up amongst everybody else but me. And I say, give us 2 hours.
Okay.
This will give you plenty of time to go ahead and get the dragon guts out of your nets and everything else, and we'll come back.
Or we might want to make it 3. Vendelte went off.
Oh yeah.
Would you be okay with waiting for 3 hours, Captain? For 300,000 gold?
Sure, as long as it doesn't take me the next day, because I have other work to do.
Understood. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and say, let's do that. We go back inside, and I'm going to talk with a couple of the guards to see if we can buy provisions, because I know that they drop in.
Alright, so, what you call Margarana, Darella, and for the sake of this, Vendelte add 25,000 gold. That's a lot of gold for you guys at the very beginning of the campaign on your character sheet. And I'm guessing, I'm guessing the 3 of you basically buy what you call cold weather clothing, which is 10 gold.
I'll pay for it. 10
gold pieces each per person. So that's, I would say, 5. Okay, so that's gonna be 50 gold pieces.
Yep.
I don't need warmer clothing.
Oh yeah, what you call, Sheena and, good, thank you for reminding me, Darella does not need, so only 30 gold pieces. Sorry, sketch that out, so 30 gold pieces, I forgot.
Well, I'm also going to buy a mountaineering kit.
Okay, so mountaineering kit is, I'm gonna have to check that. Then the mountaineering climber's kit is gonna be 25 gold pieces, and that's for 1 person only. So depending on how many things you buy.
I'm going to buy a kit for everybody.
Okay, so that's gonna be 25 times 5, that's 225. Yeah,
225.
So 225 gold pieces, so you get that easily done.
Okay. And everybody now has warm clothing and a mountaineering kit each, so that we can get down the mountain safely without the same problem we had.
Darella, what you call, and Margarana, as well as, I'm gonna say Tushina, and for the sake of this, Vendelte, you have mountaineering kit. While you're doing this, Vendelte, while you're following the cart leaves the city walls. Are you still gonna be following it? So it is leaving miles. So you're about to leave the city. Are you gonna follow it or not?
You're not gonna be able to catch it.
You're gonna head back to the group?
Yeah.
Okay, so you head back to the party. I would say in a few moments time, Vendette catches up with you guys, and you have the gear. So Vendette, keep in mind you also have 25,000 gold that Derella gives you, and then the mountaineering kit or the climber's kit. Sorry, climber's kit as well as warm clothes. Yeah, what you call cold equipment. Basically, is that what it's called?
Okay.
Cold weather equipment. So now you guys don't have to roll Constitution saving throw.
Nope.
So you guys head to the ship. You know that the dragon is now being taken away by several carts. Basically, you see the dragon is being taken away.
Alright. So now that Vendelthay has popped up, go ahead and fill her in with what's just happened. And apologize to her that she's only getting 25,000 gold pieces.
It's 25,000 more than I had before.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
25,000 gold pieces is still a lot of money. So
yes,
technically you're like a merchant, basically.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. But it's also one of those things that I feel I insulted her because she wasn't part of it. So I am putting myself, I am prostrating myself in front of her. It's like, if you wish to strike me because I struck a deal without your consent, feel free. You get one free hit.
No, I am good.
You sure?
Absolutely. You did good.
I did okay. So we have a free ride. So here I go ahead and hand her her cold winter clothing and a mountaineer's kit. It's like I bought these for you.
I appreciate it greatly.
And we got to ride back up to the mountaintop. I used our remaining money to bribe the airship, so we don't have to climb all the way back up. So which means we can rest fully all the way up.
Mm-hmm. So it does take twice as long. So it would take you at least I would say it would take you more or less 4 to 5 days, because it's an airship and it's flying slowly, basically.
Of course.
So it would take you almost a week. As you guys leave, Karim is still waiting for you. Guys, where are you going? I thought the elder wants to talk to you guys. He has something important. Are you guys heading back there? Oh, cool.
We've got to go. Karim, tell the elder we've got a date with the goddess, and we will be back in a week's time.
Okay, I'm not sure he's gonna be happy when he hears that, but sure. It's not my funeral, anyway.
Yeah, he can scream at me personally. I know he's going to.
Well, just pray that that's the only thing he's gonna do when you get back. Okay, I guess I'll go tell him. And he hops down the cart, and then the cart leaves you guys. So I'm guessing you guys go to the airship and head there?
Yeah, we go to the airship because unfortunately we have to take an act on this now because the airship will not wait for us to come back.
Yeah. So you guys head back to the mountain, and the airship does easily drop you guys off. For the sake of this, you guys arrive, and the airship does land.
Alright, so...
before you go, the captain says, are you sure you don't want to pay 425,000 gold to carry whatever God knows what you're about to carry? Because we're leaving.
We're pretty sure that whatever's going to happen up here, you don't want to be a part of. You've already stated that. We respected you for it. So please take your 300,000, and we will give you about an hour to get out of blast radius, just in case.
That's good enough for me. Don't get yourself skilled out there.
No promises.
And the ship slowly turns, leaving, basically.
So, wearing our cold weather gear and...
It does now feel comfy.
Yeah, we feel comfortable and warm. I'm like, alright, so... let's hope we don't regret this. So, everybody, in your mountaineering kit, there is a pickaxe to get into stone faces and break ice. So let's go ahead and chip out a goddess.
Hi ho, it's off to work we go.
Yes!
So,
Finding deities.
so you
Something I
guys...
never thought I'd be doing.
That's true.
So you
I can
guys
really
head
dig
back. You guys head back, basically, to the cave, and
Yes.
you notice that the cracks that you made, Nar, are completely back, basically, as in they are frozen over again for being
Okay.
exposed to the skull. So you guys are, what you call, gonna chip your way out of this, the frozen, what you call this, frozen corpse. So
Yep. We're going to just take turns chipping out the
so
ice.
it will take you, I would say it would take you let's see here, you guys get the morning, so by the time you head back it's gonna be, because you guys are traveling there, by the time you head back it will take you evening, basically the whole day chipping this out, but you eventually, for the sake of this, you eventually remove the pale frozen corpse of this female figure.
Okay, after she's fully removed,
Mm-hmm.
I go ahead and gently touch her forehead, and I say, I apologize for what we must do to save the world. And gently remove her hands from her chest.
Mm-hmm.
And saying a prayer to Cord, said, Cord, guide my hand and let my intentions be true. And I use a dagger to take and gently separate her ribs to get to her heart.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. 17.
Slowly but surely you manage to easily get it done. Not that hard. And you do carve the heart out of this female figure.
And then I take this heart
Mm-hmm.
and gently put it in the bag of colding.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what is this called?
It's called Artemia's Frozen Heart. So Artemia is the god. Let me check.
And I'm guessing the heart is actually frozen in ice.
No. It is warm to the touch.
Oh, that's creepy.
So as if it is, it's not beating, but as if it's still alive, considering it's still warm to the touch. So as
So
if
I just-
yeah.
So I basically hold it up and it's steaming a little bit, and I tell everybody, it's like, well, that's creepy as shit.
This is horribly creepy. Does it smell?
No.
I'm not going to sniff it, because if it's still steaming after decades in ice, I'm not going to risk this. I go ahead and put it in the bag of colding gently, and say, well, we did what we were going to do. Now let's go ahead and properly...
As soon as you remove the corpse, you see that the corpse starts to fade away into what you call in this little icy dust, and
So
emerges into the air.
Well, I think that's just as creepy as the heart. Ugh.
Well, it is a goddess, and we just kind of released her from her ice prison. We have the item,
Mm-hmm.
and
You now
said a
have.
prayer.
Mhm.
Now, we need to get down this mountain.
At least
So-
we're more properly prepared this time.
Oh, yes, we are. So, everybody was okay with what I did. Nobody's upset?
No?
No?
Gotta do what's necessary.
That's fair. But I also don't want to presume that my compatriots are happy
Okay.
with all the decisions I made for us. So, I wanted to give an open floor moment before we head down the mountain. Lest one of you decides that I did not like what you did and cut the rope. So,
Okay,
But,
so you guys, I'm guessing you guys leave there, yeah?
Yeah, we go ahead and leave,
Yep.
and we're gonna go down the mountain.
Vendete, what you call... While you guys are traveling, I would say going back, from the corner of your eye, you see a hooded figure. From a distance about, what you call... I would say you guys climb out easily down. You guys climb out after climbing down with the climbing gear on the mountain. By the time you guys are leaving the mountain, you would see that there's a hooded figure about, I would say, 80 to 100 feet from you guys, looking at your direction. You're not even sure if it's looking at direction, but it's clearly facing you guys at some point. And then suddenly,
I'm the only one who sees this?
yeah, with your passive perception, basically. And by the time you try to look to your friends and notify them and let them know what you see, the figure is gone.
I'm still going to let them know that we're being followed.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
Oh
if...
goodness, the last person up here caused us a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
are there
wondering
so many people in this wasteland? I just want untamed forest. Come on, stay.
Yeah.
This place is nice as long as people don't show up.
Yeah, that seems to be always the issue, isn't it? So, that being said...
You guys head back. So, who wants to roll a d10? Sorry, what's that, Darella? What you gonna say?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were saying it. So, who wants to roll a d10?
I'll roll it.
Okay, roll a d10 and see.
1.
Oh, 1. That could be bad or good. So, one moment. 1. So, you guys reached the desert, basically. And
We could reach the desert from
Yeah.
the mountain?
yeah, because you have to cross the desert, then the snowy mountain when you're going from the city. And now you're going
It's
from the mountain.
relatively common for deserts to be near mountains because of the rain effect.
That's
The mountains feel all the rain, and the desert is left dry.
I just was kind of curious because I remember last time we went down the mountain, it was just snowy plain.
No, basically, what you call, you guys head from the mountain when the last time, and then snow, and then the plains, and then you travel farther, and that's then the desert, and then the jungle, and then the city walls.
Oh, I didn't know we crossed through a desert. There was no mention. Okay.
Yeah, because I think last time you roll you roll a 10, so that made it your journey quicker.
Okay. So we had to take a longer route around through the desert. Understood.
Yeah. So, all right. So as you guys are traveling,
Obviously taking off our cold gear because if
Yeah.
we're in the desert, it's warm.
yeah, so understandable. As you guys are traveling, you guys reach the desert basically. You see a figure running from you guys. It's a humanoid. It's one figure, one humanoid figure, and it is waving his hands, running, and you hear yelling and screaming.
I just kind of hold my hand up and I said, let's watch what happens.
Okay, are you just gonna stay there and do nothing?
No, we're looking around. We're just not going
yeah.
to help this person.
So currently it is, I forgot. Because this happens at nighttime. Do you guys long rest? I forgot to mention that. Or do you guys
Okay.
travel during the night?
We are going to stay put.
So you
Yeah,
take a
rest
you take a long rest on the mountain and then head down the next day.
Yes, because
Okay.
we had the gear this time.
Okay,
So
so
it'll be daytime.
yeah, so it's gonna be daytime. It's gonna be the next day after you guys have removed the heart, basically. So
Yep.
you see this humanoid figure, male, and he's yelling, "Get back! Get back!" You just hear him yelling.
I just gonna say in giant, to Morgarana. It's like, he's probably running from something. Should we just watch to see what it is?
I speak back in Giant. Probably. I'm perplexed as to why there are so many people out here in this wilderness.
You look like some sort of adventuring party of some kind, but he looks. You're not sure about the details because he's still 100 or so feet from you guys, running towards your direction.
So we have options. So now I'm speaking in common. It's like, so we have options. We can see what's going on with this person and try to save them, or we could see what's actively causing this person to freak out and hopefully not be involved. What would everybody like to do?
Screaming? Is he screaming, "Get back"? Maybe we should just get back and stand out of his way.
He's running away from us.
Yep. No, he's running towards you guys from wherever he is.
Oh, no, he's running towards us?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh no. Because I thought he was running away. I was like, oh, if he's running away from us, we just watch to see what he's running from. But if he's running towards us, I ready up my great sword, and I aim it at him and say, that's far enough.
As soon as he gets about, I think at this time he's still, I would say he's still far from you guys. As soon as he approaches your guys' direction, about more or less 100 feet or so, basically, something comes out and pops from the ground, basically, swallowing him whole. And you guys see this ginormous, hundreds of feet long creature, elongated and segmented creature. You guys see something that looks like this. One moment.
It's a graboid.
Oh no.
Maybe it's a sandworm.
Get the bacon!
Well,
Get the Kevin
technically,
bacon!
you see something that looks like this.
Oh boy, it is a graboid.
Oh no!
So this, four, what you call opening mouth, gaping mouth with rows of teeth, made of sandy, rocky skin and protruding, horny exterior, pops out with tentacles growing on its side of its mouth, basically, and swallows this guy's whole, and then plummets to the sand and then buries itself as if nothing is happening there. And then everything becomes peaceful again.
Off the ground, being our best enemies.
Well, I don't like being on the sand anymore, guys.
So, this is what I'm going to go ahead and do. I am going to very quietly tell everyone they react to sound. We need to be quiet.
Don't move.
So, what Nar is going to go ahead and do is... Now you got Pass Without a Trace for the woods only, right?
No, I can cast that, at any point in time, I think.
So if you can cast it on each of us, we can Pass Without a Trace on the stands.
Okay.
In theory, that would give us enough stealth to possibly make not any noise to attract these things. Because we wouldn't even leave footprints.
Alright.
Do you feel prepared to do that?
Yes, I kneel down, start, talking in Druidic, pull a couple little, spruce needles out of my pocket, and suddenly all of you are now far more stealthy.
Okay, remove a spell slot for that, Agrana. Alright, so do you guys push through?
And I'm going to go ahead and look at Vendelthay and say, Vendelthay, you are the surest foot of us all. Would you be comfortable leading us out of the sands?
Absolutely.
Alright, so each of you roll stealth check. And add 10. Add
She got a
10.
nat 20.
Oh, okay. Who? Vendette?
Yes.
Okay. Darella, Margarita, Nar, what did you roll?
I rolled a
23.
Okay. Nar,
1.
what did you roll?
I rolled an 8 plus 3 plus 10.
So that's what? 8,
21.
21. Okay, and Darella, what did you roll?
I got 24 plus 10.
Oh,
So you're just kind of floating across the sands.
yeah. So you guys silently avoid whatever that was as you guys pass through the sand quietly enough without making any sound, and you guys reach the jungle or the forest of Montero Horizon.
And once we reach the jungle, I very slowly, carefully go up to the nearest tree and give it a big hug.
I'm like, yes, everybody tree-hugging session.
Because I'm like, I am so happy.
You
to
just see
have a-
Nar slowly walk in tree and then hug the tree.
And I just say it's like I am so happy to have the jungle again.
Alright, so as you head back, who wants to roll another d10 as you reach to the city?
I'll go
Up to
ahead and
you
roll it.
Dorella can roll for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, roll just a normal d10.
7.
7. One moment.
That would have been bad.
7. Yeah, surprisingly, you guys found a shortcut and reached the city walls. You guys spent a day and reached the city walls the next day.
Okay. So now, what stuff do we have left on the job boards? Because we had we had the one we put up.
There's supposed to be one more dragon, I believe.
Yeah, there is one more dragon to kill, isn't there?
There's still this...
Aren't we supposed to meet back with the Elder?
We need to go back to the Elder. We're already in big trouble.
Elder first before anything else.
So here's what's going to happen, guys. And I'm going to tell you this before we go into the city walls. I just directly disobeyed the Elder. And by now he's probably figured that one out. If he holds us accountable, I will be the one that takes the blame. And if that means that I am no longer allowed to live in the house and everything else, that's fine. But I'm going to take responsibility for those actions. I'm just letting you guys know that
You may have spoken up, but it was all of our decision.
nobody made the decision to punch the lady in the face. Except me. Well, except that.
No.
All you guys enjoyed me punching that person in the face. I am going to tell you that...
Are you guys still wearing the amulets on your necks?
Oh, no. It's in the pockets.
Okay, how about you, Vendette? Are you still wearing it with yours?
No, mine is tucked back inside my clothes.
Okay.
We only did that just get people to look at her.
Okay. So you guys are now the city walls. What do you guys do?
Well, I go ahead and have that real quick meeting with everybody. I'm just telling them, it's like, there's a good chance that the Elder is going to punish me pretty severely because I was informed never to do that again. I'm sure by now somebody has said something, and more than likely Miss Thing, Princess What's-Her-Face, has probably already ratted me out because that's the kind of person she seems to be.
She definitely had it coming.
She might have had it coming, but I've always had a problem with revenge. It's one of those things that it is cold, sometimes sweet, but you know what also is like that? Ice cream.
The land we grew up in.
That's true too. And it was nice to have that shaved ice sometimes where you just form snow and you put fruit juice over the top of it. It was also very sweet. So, I mean, there was less of that. But long story short, I don't expect anyone to take responsibility for those actions. So if there is a punishment, I will claim full responsibility for that punishment. Otherwise, I'm good. Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and head back to the Elder and make a full report. If the punch comes up, the punch comes up. If he doesn't bring it up, I'm not going to bring it up.
Okay, so you guys head to the Elder. You guys knock to the door. Kareem opens the door for you and says, "Oh, you're back. The Elder is worried. And you might want to Sorry?
My apologies.
What did you say, Vendette?
Vendette, what'd you say?
I said, so we're headed back to the Elder?
Yep.
Yeah, we are at the Elder's front door.
Yeah, unless you guys are doing something else, let me know.
I am, actually, I told Kareem, it's like, I've got a gift for the Elder too, so it'll be kind of great.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll lead you up to him then. You guys are head back to the stairs, to the second floor of this establishment. He opens the double doors and you see the Elder writing papers. You also see another figure, which looks like a city guard. Basically a female city guard, and she looks like this.
The city guard looks like this.
Where is it? She looks like something that looks like that.
And I
Nice
take
boots.
Yeah, she has some actually pretty awesome boots. She got them fancy boots. But I go ahead and I say, greetings, Elder Hadras. I have a gift for you that I've been holding on to.
It's about time you guys get back. I've heard that you were... I heard a lot of things. Someone killed the dragon. I heard from Karim you guys were going to a goddess.
Yeah, we did. And I also produced the Demon Blood Queen's tail and put it on his table. Said, there you go. Here's a present.
What's this?
This is the tail segment. Still got the meat on it. With refrigeration, of course, so it's fresh. It is a... have you heard of the terrible Blood Demon Queen that resides in the mountain range?
I've heard stories, yes.
There's its tail. We killed it.
Okay, what am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I thought you could eat it. But I mean, it's nice. Here's a present, you know.
You want me to eat a demon tail?
I was planning on eating it. I mean, I thought it would be a nice gift, personally. I mean, I just kind of look at Morgana. It's like, back me up.
she looks at the rest of you, gives you a weird look and says, I think I'm fine. You can take it.
Okay, puts it in his bag. Said we also, as far as that goddess thing goes, I go ahead and produce the still warm heart of the goddess. And I say this is the heart of Artemia.
Artemia. Wait, one moment.
Artemia?
Artemia?
Wait, her name is... Artemia. Yeah, Artemia. A-R-T-E-M-I-A.
So...
Artemis.
Yeah, it's like Artemis, but it's Artemia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go ahead and say this is the still warm frozen heart of Artemia herself.
The goddess.
Yes, we recovered the heart because it was one of the items that was requested in part of the ritual to stop the chain of oblivion.
Where did you find that information?
Out of the goddess's chest.
I mean, no, where did you find about this ritual?
We found this about. We found out about this ritual from a tentacled creature that was in the city walls of... Jeez, what was the name of that city of the zombies?
Nordshire.
Nordshire. I produced the
book. Y'all, I'm going through a sketchy area.
Okay. So I produced the book and show him the page that I was pointing to.
Okay, so she looks at the book. Before you go further in collecting the other artifacts, he's talking, still looking at the book with his small glasses. He slowly looks at, without looking at you guys, he goes, maybe it's best you approach my friend for a while. She might know this more than any of you.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this to you, but for the rest of you, I have a friend in Emon. In the city of Emon, in the continent of Taldore. You have to travel by ship to get there. It's gonna be a week, more or less. She's a very powerful arcanist and magic user. Someone who dealt with the arcane, and she will probably bring more to light to whatever you guys have in mind. It would be best to consult her opinion before going farther with whatever this is.
Okay. Put the heart back into its into my bag of clothing.
So go to Emon and go to the city palace.
Sure. I just we're going to go ahead and get some things done. I also produce out of the bag of clothing a 15-foot cape, and I say this right here is the face of the Stormclaw.
No. As for the face, they would the Empire would take that, Nar.
But they didn't stop me from putting it back in my bag.
Oh no, they would take that from you.
Oh, don't do this to me. I already had it.
No, they would take that from you. They need every part of that dragon, unfortunately. But
so everything we gathered off of the bones and everything we have to give up.
No, that belongs to you. But the what you call the face will be. So only the face, basically.
Fine. That was also the other reason why I wasn't fighting about what we didn't get. Just because I was keeping that. Oh well. Deleting it from my sheet.
As well as I have some news. He slowly looks to you, Morgarana. You said you're currently looking for your sister.
Yes.
He points at the female city guard with her, who now currently removes her helmet and has this long brown wavy hair that goes back to her to her waist, and says, you're that female figure's what you call sister, I would say. I mean, I'm guessing you are because you're quite tall.
You've seen my sister?
Yeah, a little, yeah. I'm not sure for how long, I would say more or less a month ago. She was not alone, she was with, another human figure, another human male.
Did you get a good look at this male? Do you have any details or specifications or know him?
Well, I don't know him, but I do have details. One of all, first, he's very annoying. I think he tried to flirt with me once. I have to kick him in the ball sack to stop flirting with me. He was really a jerk. I had no idea why your sister would spend time with that type of person, but
That doesn't sound like her, but there can't be that many furbolgs in the city. I haven't seen a single one since being here.
Oh yeah, you're probably the second one I've seen so far. Not that I know what you people are actually called. Your kind are not really that pretty common in here. As well as, he's a guy that wears blue shirt, short black hair, human, a bit of a dark brown skin, has a bit of a smirk in his face. He's quite jerky and annoying if you get to meet him. Sounds like a true troublemaker.
Doesn't sound like someone my sister would be hanging out with, or even attracted to.
Oh, I don't know if they're in together. I sure hope not. That guy's a total jerk. Trust me, you don't want to be near him. But that's all I have. The last thing I saw them was they were in Montara Horizon. And that they were inquiring to go to Montara Horizon. And then that's it. Unfortunately, I didn't get much to read. I wish I could help, but that's all I know. I heard that there was a reward for this.
Ah, yes, there is a reward for information for her. I pull out 1,000 gold out of my pocket and hand it to her.
Actually, I stop her from doing that.
Okay.
Say, Morgana, if you remember, I was going to help you with that. I go ahead and hand over one of my platinum ores. So that's 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my. Well, I guess I won't have to work for a month or so for this. Thanks, I guess. She just holds awkwardly this gigantic ore, so remove that ore from your...
Yep, I removed that one, so I've only got 4 left.
And she, and then, well then, sorry, I wish I could be a little more help, but that's all I know. She salutes, and then she leaves. Karim goes, can I have one as well?
You have one what? You already got a scale.
But I want the ore too.
Oh, I know you do, but you're going to have to earn it, just like she did. So we're going to set you up with a mission, and then you can earn one.
He pouts, his arms crossed, looking at you, Nar.
So what I'm going to have you do, Karim, is for one of these ores, I want you to gather 5 pigs and slaughter them all, and get those...
The elder stops you, Nar. Nar, whatever you're planning with him, please do not put this innocent boy into trouble. I have to deal with all 5 of you now. I don't want him to be involved with this, whatever you're planning.
It's not going to be trouble. It is seriously just having him go down, get meat, and put them to the smoker so that I can have more orc bacon.
You can do that yourself. Karim,
okay, well then.
Oh,
Karim,
but I want the ore, though. You can go now, Karim. I'll talk to them in private if you don't mind. Aw, poopy. And he just leaves.
I just put it back in my bag.
Alright, so I suggest before you continue with whatever you're planning, go to Ebon, consult a friend of mine, go to the city palace, and I would say talk to the enchantress. He starts writing a piece of paper with a quill and hands it over to, I would say, to Nar.
Okay.
Give this to the city guards. Let them know that you're here to speak with the enchantress on a very important purpose. And for the love of God, Nar, do not end up punching her on the face. Because if you do, you would have a declaration of war in our end.
Okay.
I swear to the gods, do not punch her to the face, or anyone in that matter.
Okay.
She looks at Morgana, and if she ends up doing that, grab him before he ends up doing that.
I'll do my best to intercede. I don't see a reason. We had a very good reason to punch that last person in the face. I don't think anyone else is going to do that again. But on my honor, I will try and keep my friend in check.
I heard a report that someone punched an elven princess in the face that was an orc that had gray skin. Do you happen to know who that is?
Skin.
Roll deception check, Nar.
Yeah, 10.
He is peering right through your soul, Nar. No more punching, or I will have your arms cut off. I mean it.
So you would literally disarm me. That's a new one.
If it stops you from punching other people in the face.
I just bow. That's all I do.
Alright, no more punching now.
Alright
But
then.
I didn't say anything about hitting, or slapping, or spitting on.
All of it. Especially not in front of the enchantress. You're here to talk to her, not to cause harm to her. She's a very respectable figure in the city. And the last thing I want for you is to cause any trouble in Amon.
Okay. Understood.
Well then, you can go. And he just continues reading the paperwork in front of her table. What do you guys do?
Well, it looks like we're going on a long boat ride, guys. We should probably prepare. I'd like to try and find out if I can find this annoying guy with a blue shirt. Maybe tonight we go to a tavern or two, do a little bar hopping, talk to some women, see if we can find out who this guy's crossed. It sounds like he's got a seated past and is a known womanizer.
Yeah, it sounds like we got a lech.
So, who wants to go to bars and talk to pretty women?
I'm not the best at this.
I know, I push you.
So what do you guys do?
Well, what time about is it?
Sorry? What did you say?
What's the time?
The time is gonna be somewhere around 2 to 3 in the afternoon.
Well, do we want to go get some baking, get some baking made, get some supplies ready, and then maybe have a night on the town, looking for my sister's, creepy friend before heading out tomorrow to catch the boat to where the elder wants us to go off to.
Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look for your sister, and then we'll go ahead and go directly to the enchantress after we bar hop a little bit and ask around for a lech. That's interesting.
So you guys go to the taverns?
So yeah, let's go to taverns.
Okay, so Margarana, roll perception to see if you can find anyone who you might.
12.
12. Most of the people you try to talk to are either too busy to even pay attention to you, and some of the people you ask have no idea who you're looking for.
Okay, well, should we all roll perceptions?
Unfortunately, that's only for her. Because
Okay.
she's the one looking.
Oh, well, I thought we were all doing it, but okay. Are we not all going to the bars?
I mean, she could roll advantage if you're helping.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you could roll advantage then.
14.
14. Still no luck, unfortunately.
so no luck finding the ledge. Okay.
Or finding anyone who might know who that person is.
Alright. Well, so talking to a bunch of women in bars.
At this time, it is, I would say, you spend more or less 3 to 4 hours. So at this time, it's gonna be 6 to 7 in the evening.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to the blacksmith and ask about the quality of the bone that I have found and what can be made with it. Because it's the medium-sized femur bone from the dragon.
Well, for the bone, I could have... Let's see here. I could definitely have a weapon for you. I'm not sure what weapon would... I could have a warhammer for a bone.
Yeah, we could do a warhammer.
I could also have a mole. But that's gonna cost you a lot of money to create, for that bone. It's gonna take me, I would say it's gonna take me 2 to 3 days. It's gonna take a while.
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. More or less.
How much money are we talking about?
Well, that's, for the warhammer, it's gonna be 5,021 gold pieces. I also need 2 silver ores and an adamantine ore as well.
Okay, so I have to find those things in order to actually make this work.
For me to merge the bone with the weapon.
So,
but it's gonna look decent and powerful, I guess.
okay, so say I'll come back with the money for that, but in the meantime, I do not have the ingredients. I don't have the silver or the adamantine ore.
Well then, I guess I'll see you when you come back.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and go to a spell shop.
Okay.
And I'm going to produce the Storm Fang or Lightning Organ. And say, this is a carefully harvested organ from a Stormclaw.
Oh my. And you just produced this organ in front of an old lady. Oh my.
Yeah, so it's
buffled.
It's like a 2-foot giant sack that vibrates slightly to the touch. I say, how much is this worth?
I don't buy or sell organs, my dear. I only buy and sell books and scrolls. Unfortunately.
Oh. So you don't buy spell ingredients?
Well, I do. I just don't. It doesn't include organs.
Well, this organ is lightning incarnate.
That's very good to know, dear.
Put it back in the bag.
Okay. Morgana, roll perception.
Okay. 22.
22. You see your pet about to grab another scroll.
I grab Canute and I'm like, absolutely not.
Okay, you managed to stop her just in time.
So I go ahead and ask.
As I snicker in the background.
You only have spell components and stuff, right?
Vendetta, what did you say?
I said, I'm snickering in the background because I guess Canute should have been my friend.
Okay. Because of her stealth. Okay.
So, I know you make enchanted items for a cost.
Well, no, I do not enchant items. I sell enchanted items, scrolls, and books, for the matter.
But you don't sell items that are enchanted themselves.
Oh no, I don't have weapons with me, dear. I don't sell weapons.
Oh, it's not a weapon I want. I wanted to get a belt enchanted with a certain ability.
That's gonna be out of my abilities, my dear. I don't enchant weapons, unfortunately.
Well then, I will bid her a day, and I'm gonna go ahead and find the vendor that sells items that are enchanted.
Okay, so by the time you head there, yeah, did you see the purple tent? And you see the guy, and says, as he looks at you, oh no, not you again.
I just kind of wave. Said, this is merely just a query, and worst comes to worst, you don't have it, and I'm gone.
What?
I am looking for a bracer or a belt that allows you to throw a weapon and have it returned to you.
I don't have that, unfortunately. You have to look somewhere else. How about you guys? Are you guys planning to buy stuff? You have 25,000 gold.
Yeah.
I do have 25,000 gold.
So keep in mind.
You guys do have 5,000 gold each.
So for those there is a ring. If you go here, there's a lot of things. There's a ring, there's a headband, a robe, a wand, a dagger, a bow, another ring that has a shield that looks like what you call Sheena's ring that she got from Lady the Druid. There's an armor that has seashells embedded in it. You see boots that has lightning bolts coming out of it. You see a tall wand that has a crystal embedded on top. You see a hat, a purple hat basically, that changes color from time to time. There is also a ring that fades from time to time as if it is becoming transparent. There is a ring that has that is glowing red. You also see a curved dagger, a blade that has this bluish what you call blade, and what you call a sword that has a bluish blade, a shield that has blades embedded in it. There's also another pair of boots that has this golden inlays embedded in it. There is a belt, Nar, but it doesn't appear to be the belt you're looking for. There is the mace, Morgarana, the mace that was later advertised to you, that you found that can tell the truth, that can tell someone's lie, the last lie that he told. There's this dark silver armor, a scroll that has different languages and words embedded to it. There is a dark amulet, a wizard hat, basically, a staff that has a ruby gem in it, a ring that has a water, what you call a water drop pendant embedded in it, another cloak that is shimmering yellow, a pair of gloves, a pair of dark gloves, dark green boots, what you call a water cap of some kind, a small pouch that is shimmering with bluish and yellow light, a small pearl that is also shimmering with light, a pair of stones that has embedded runes embedded to it, a bow. There are different types of bow, a pair of arrows basically for a bow, and one bow that has what you call a sharp edge into it.
Wow, this is a lot of fancy stuff, guys.
So I'm gonna tell you what you have, what you guys can buy. So before you go, unless you have, because you have 25,000 gold. So that's in the chat. You guys can see it. Bell, where is the? And there's also this. So you don't know what the other does? That Yeah, so take your time. I mean, you have the money now. He doesn't have healing potions because you guys have completely used all of his stock. So he doesn't have any, but he does have that.
He hasn't replenished his stock in the time that we've been away?
Nope. It takes time to replenish healing potions because people are gonna make them, and then it takes... You get the sense that it comes from another part of the city, or they still need components from them. And he has to buy it himself, basically. He has to order stuff.
I do need to go back to the guy who makes weapons. I have those teeth that I want made into daggers. Or was it claws?
What do you have on your sheet? Because that depends.
I can't look right at the moment.
Okay, so if it's claws, then you could make them into daggers. Because that's
yeah,
what
I think it was the claws, because you said there was something special specifically for the rogue.
Yep, I did mention that, yeah. But, yeah, you can go, you guys go, if you go to the weapon shop while the others are trying to pick whatever magical items they want, as for the dagger, the person, the blacksmith is gonna tell you he needs a silver ore, and as well as an adamantine ore, as well as 5,008 gold pieces with a dragon claw.
I don't think I have the ores.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you need two different ores, the dragon claw as well as 5,008 gold pieces to have the dagger.
Alright, so I will just hold on to the claws until I can come up with the ores with which to make it.
Mm-hmm.
He does have better armor I can buy.
As for the armor, let me just check again. So let me guys know what you guys want to buy. As for the armor, if you go to the blacksmith, you guys, there's a padded armor, there's a leather armor, a hide armor, a chain shirt, a scale mail, a breastplate, a half plate, a ring mail, a chain mail, a splint mail, a plate mail. Basically for you, it's either a hide, studded, leather, or padded. You technically can buy them because you're a rogue. You don't need very thick armor because it's gonna cause disadvantage on your stealth. So
right, I need light armor.
So yeah, light armor. Let me just check what light armor is. So armor class strength. So you need padded, studded, or padded leather or studded leather, basically.
Let's see. I'm not driving now, so I can actually look.
So if you want a padded armor, a padded armor gives you 207. It's 207 gold pieces. It's not that expensive. If you want a leather armor, it's 312 gold pieces.
I think I wanted the next step up in the leather armor.
Studded leather. There are three types. There's three types of studded. Studded, for a normal studded, it's 447 gold pieces. And you need components for the other two types of studded, which is ores basically and a dragon hide.
Okay. So I'm going to buy the basic studded leather armor for now.
Okay, so the studded armor, it is +1 studded armor. So remove 447 gold pieces from your money.
Okay.
So your AC is 12 basically. Armor class is 12 plus 1. So it's 13.
Okay.
Does that increases your armor?
Let me look.
Because leather armor...
My current armor class is 16.
how does AC work? I forgot how AC works. D&D...
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, I'm checking. Because you have to add it, not just your armor. You add 10, I believe.
Plus 10 plus dexterity modifier.
Oh yeah, so you add... When you have started, you have 12 plus... you have 13 plus your dex modifier. What's your dex modifier?
Plus 4.
So now you have 17 as your AC.
17. Nice.
So now your AC is 17 and you have studded armor. So
Sweet!
Keep that in mind. So now you're one... Okay, what about the rest of you? You guys could either buy to the blacksmith or you could buy to the magic shop, which has more unique items. And technically you can buy everything from the magic shop. This guy would run out of business eventually.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys. I'm not gonna tell you guys. Don't personally know what the items do. So do not look it up.
Kinda like that cloak of protection.
Do you wanna buy that?
I asked if I could try it on to see how it feels.
It feels like a cloak.
Okay.
So it's...
I asked everybody, do I look good in this?
So Margarana looks at you guys.
Or do you think it's too short for me?
Well, here's the best thing about magic items. It'll actually grow to your size.
Yep.
Once you attune to it, it's your size. So
Does
it'll
the
be
cloak
like that for
protection
$8.
need attunement?
I'm currently checking right now.
Okay.
It does not.
Okay.
So if you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'll go with the cloak of protection.
So remove money for that. That is what's
400.
So remove that, and you have a +1 to your AC. Anything else you wanna buy?
I think that's all for me right now.
All right. So Darella, what about you? Anything that you fancy?
No, I'm good.
Oh, even with the 25,000 gold. Okay. All right.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing you guys take a long rest in the mansion where the kids are, or you...
Yeah, long rest is probably good before we do anything.
So you guys take a long rest. The next day does arrive. Where do you guys go? By the way, you guys have no map other than the city. Nar, on the other hand, does. So I guess, Nar, unless you show them the map.
Yeah, I showed them the map.
So, Vedete, compared to the map that you have, you start to realize that this is a gigantic continent. So you guys see this. So that currently you guys are in Dragosha, which is the capital of Dragosha.
Okay.
Wildmount is just above you guys, where Nar and Margarana is from. Emon is across in the middle, which is about 3,000 to 4,000 miles.
Wow.
From
That's a long
guys.
boat ride.
So you have to buy a boat, basically. Or rent one. There are what you call 4 cities that you have not visited, or at least for the most of you. There's Nordshire, there's Setsuna, Monartil, and Zatanis. You come from Montara Horizon, where the Frostbite Mountains is located. And yeah. There you go. Where do you guys go? You guys can plan.
Well, we did the Montara Horizon. We didn't do all the missions because clearly killing another dragon is just going to bring out Miss Priss to be like, yes, I killed it because I'm awesome.
Well, if she doesn't know we're going after the other dragon...
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's
How did she know about the first one?
Yeah, she's probably just an opportunist that likes to run off and play princess when she feels like it. She sits there and hides out, and then she waits for someone to kill it and be like, yes, it was I. I have murdered everything because I am awesome and all these people are peasants. Goodbye.
Do I need to return that plant to my family, or can that wait until
it's up to you basically, because that's basically.
I mean, if we're gonna rent a boat, we might as well go ahead and just go right to Wildmount.
It's if you're gonna leave from Wildmount to Taldore, it's gonna be another ship fee basically.
Yeah,
it's up to you guys.
But it's also a shorter trip, and probably will cost us less for a boat fee
yeah, it would
jump between Dragosha and Wildmount.
So it's gonna be
It's also a long trek from the nearest port to where my family is. It won't be quick.
Yep.
I know.
So you guys are gonna be traveling deep in Wildmount. What's the nearest city from where you are, Morgana?
Keep going up.
The Jagged Peaks is probably closest.
The city that's probably closest would probably be Nagvar.
Yep, you have to trek days.
So Ice Haven would be the closest port.
So honestly, we could go to Port Damali and.
So from there, it's gonna be I would say it's gonna be 5 days from ship. No, 5. It's gonna be 2, 3, more or less 3 days, and then it's gonna be a week more or less. So it's gonna be 10 days just to go to Nagvaror. So you have 10 days of travel.
Quite frankly, if this plant will hold and I don't need to bring it back to my family quickly, I can wait until I have news of my sister.
And it's gonna be another 10 days or so to head back to port.
I mean, we do have the bag of colding, so the thing is going to be preserved.
The plant doesn't the plant doesn't need to be preserved technically.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll wait to visit my family until we find out word one way or the other from my sister.
We can do that. So where do we want to head on Dragosha? Because we got word that we need to go to Taldore. We went to Nordsh.
Also, depending on if you're gonna travel by foot, the number of days is gonna double rather than traveling by cart or by horse. So you have to rent a cart and horse again. It's up to you guys. Or you can technically you can also what you call transport via airship, which is gonna take longer and
cost more.
Yeah, cost more. But you don't have to travel from another city. You can just travel straight from Dragosha to your location.
I think we should just hoof it to Dragosha to Zatanis. And then we can, on Zatanis, there'll be a port nearby, and we can take that across to Wildmount. And then Wildmount to Taldore. What do you guys think?
If that's the nearest port, doesn't Dragosha have a port?
Dragosha does have a port.
Dragosha does have a port. We could leave directly from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think about like distance.
Yeah, because it's still gonna take days. So
it's gonna take. It'll still take a long time to go across the water.
Yeah.
And if we're on foot, we don't have to pay as much.
Yeah.
That is true.
So I'm thinking if we want to go to Zatanas and then leave to the ports over there, we should be able to cut our costs. Because, I mean, I can find food for us on the road. We don't have to spend money. It's just a matter of getting to Zatanas. And then we can get to Wildmount, and Wildmount we can travel from there to Taldore.
Okay.
This way we're minimizing how much we have to pay for unnecessary fees. Because we only have so much money.
I mean, technically you have a lot. Yeah.
We have a lot of money, guys.
Yeah, you have a lot.
But we also want to make sure that we have all that money in case we really need it. So, trying to think cost effectively. So, what do you guys want to do? Because technically you have 2,500 platinum each.
I'm down for whatever.
Well, my whatever would be going to Zatanna.
Okay.
And then traveling to Taldore from there. What
I'm
say
supposed
you?
to see the world. The world's out there, not in these cities.
What do you think, Vendelthay? Dorella?
Whatever. I'm up for.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and hoof it to Zatanas, and Zatanas to Taldore, to Wildmount, and Wildmount to Taldore.
Technically you can go Zatanis to Taldore straight.
We could, but we would cost us a butt ton of money.
Yeah, it would. So
we're going to just travel Dragosha to Zatanas, Zatanas to... the ruins of Dragosha don't have a port, do they?
They have a port. No.
So there's a port
in where?
The ruins of Dragosha or Draconia.
Draconia.
No, that's no. They don't. You don't know technically.
Then it might be cheaper for us to go from Dragosha to Nicodamus.
Nicodranus, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Critical Role. They said it all the time.
Okay.
Nicodranus.
So where do you guys travel?
I guess we'll just have to take Dragosha to Nicodranus because that's the closest port.
Okay.
We're gonna we'll actually take more time.
Are you buying a cart or in a horse, or are you guys traveling by on foot?
Well, we have to take it if Dragosha has a port. We're just taking a ship straight to Nicodranus.
Oh, okay. So straight to Nicodranus. Okay, so each one of you will have to spend, I would say, oh no, Matt, how much is each per mile? DnD ship travel. So per mile, that's gonna be, oh boy, Matt. Alright, so the cost of a vessel fishing boat is 355%, takes 3 days to oh my god, I have to look this up. For travel across the ocean. 12 to 24 miles minimum, 20 car up to 200 tons, 10 passengers. That's gonna be I forgot where it's... I'm pretty sure it's... Wait, one moment, I have to find this up because I don't know where it is. Travel by sea. DnD ship travel cost. I don't know where. Chris, can you find it? I can't see it. Somewhere.
I'm looking.
Wages.
3 copper pieces per mile if you're on land. Within a city, it's a copper piece if you're on a coach.
No, by ship?
Looking for ship right now.
I don't know where. I'm pretty sure it was posted in the Facebook. I think it's in the group. Oh my god, I forgot where it is. Eh.
Here we go. Let's see. Typically, how much does it cost?
You can send it to me as well.
So for 2 passengers and cargo, 8 gold pieces for a riverboat travel for 100 miles. And 12 gold pieces for an ocean ship over 1,000 miles.
It says here 1 silver piece per mile.
Yeah. So it's a silver piece per nautical mile.
Okay.
So if that is like, let's say, roughly 100 nautical miles from continent to continent. That is.
I would say it's gonna be 200, more or less 200 miles.
Yeah, so 200 miles. That's 200 silver pieces, which is 20 gold.
Per person, basically. So, still, you have a lot of money. So, technically,
yeah,
you can literally buy a ship with the gold that you currently have. So
I go ahead and I throw in a couple extra gold for the first class on the ship.
There are no first class. It's either basically it's just a cargo, basically cargo ship.
It's a cargo ship, so then just 20 gold. Good.
Yeah. So each one of you deduct 20 gold from your.
All right.
As well as you, Darella and Vendelte, deduct 20 gold from your inventory. And as you guys travel, I want someone to roll a d10 again to see.
I got worms last time, guys. So
I'll roll.
Okay.
It's a Kraken.
1.
1?
Damn.
Okay.
It's also Kraken.
Okay, so roll a d4.
Okay. 3.
1 moment. So you guys are traveling via sea, and you guys get to see the world. From time to time, you get motion sick if you're not used to traveling much from land.
I'm hurling a lot.
It's quite nice though, basically. The scent of sea salt in the air. You do not see any land as you guys are in the middle of the 2 islands, 2 continents, which is Dogosha and Wildmount. And as you're traveling, so far, for the first, I would say first 2 days, everything is peaceful.
Okay.
Alright.
And then
On the 3rd day, all the sea serpents in the ocean all at once come out to play.
let's see here.
It is your monger.
What you call while you guys are traveling quietly in the middle of the afternoon on the 3rd day, you see one of the sailors, what you call, poking his nail with the dagger, basically. Just playing with it.
He's poking his nails?
Like trying to remove dirt on the tip of his fingers.
Okay, so he's cleaning his nails with a dagger.
And then all of a sudden, you just hear him, what the? And then he's gone. As if pulled on the side of the boat. And then he's gone.
No.
And then suddenly you hear a splash.
Man overboard?
And as you start to hear what you call crackling sound from the side of the boat. And you hear this strange gurglish noise, like something like that.
I don't like that.
Must be sea elves.
Wait, we lost Carol?
Yeah, she's been gone for a minute. She was going through an area that she was going to lose reception. She did say that earlier.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
So you guys, you see climbing on the side of the ship. Actually, you don't just see one. You see several of them climbing on the side of the ship. This creature that looks like a crab of some kind. This light greenish brown exterior with two giant claws, tentacles coming out of its mouth, and several limbs. You guys see something that looks like that guy.
Oh!
I don't like that thing. That is ugly.
You see
you
see several of them climbing basically on this what you call on the side of the ship, and there's actually more of them, about I would say 8 to 10 of them climbing from all the side of the ship, as it is what you call the crew starts panicking and starts drawing up swords. The captain as well who's driving on the side of the ship panicking, and
I know what I'm doing.
And as you guys prepare for battle,
Right now.
that is where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh, okay.